All right, guys. Now, what I started out with is I had just some Alfredo sauce, some Prego, the garlic parmesan. I had just wanted to like loosen this sauce up a little bit, so I'm just coming in with some half and half, and I'm just gonna mix it up in the jar. I just wanted my sauce a little bit more saucy because we're gonna be baking this. Next, this is not the container, but it's just some like garlic and parsley. So I'm just gonna come in with this, make it nice and garlicky. Because I think that this Prego is garlic parmesan, so it's gonna be real garlicky. And I'm just gonna come in with just a little bit of Tony Cha-Cha-Chas. I know that that's not the way you pronounce it, but it's the Tony's Creole seasoning. So I'm just going to get that mixed up. Like I said, we're going to be baking this, so I wanted the sauce to be a little bit more saucy, especially on the bottom, because everything is going to absorb. So I just wanted to make it a little bit more saucy than it initially was. Now, if you just have regular milk, you can use that. If you have heavy cream, you can use that. I remembered that I had some half and half, so I just went in with that. Now, next, I have some thin spaghetti, and they call it al dente. That's when you really don't cook it all of the way. So I really didn't want it cooked because I knew that I was going to be baking it. And then what I did, you see all that buttery goodness? I had added a stick of butter, and then I just had seasoned it with some Italian seasoning and some garlic herbs and just a little bit of the Tony Cha-Cha-Chas, just so that way it just wasn't bland. So I'm going to get this spread out. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is the TikTok spaghetti. So we are trying this today. I'm just going to see what the rave is all about. And next, I'm coming in. Here we go with the garlic again. The Prego garlic herb sauce. Now, the recipe that I seen, the people had did the spaghetti sauce in a meat sauce, but I actually have meatballs that I am adding to this, so I didn't do a meat sauce today. I really might need to add a little bit more water, so we're gonna pause for a minute because I want to loosen this up a little bit. So I will see you in a minute. Okay guys, I just added some water to the Prego jar, and this is what I also add. Sometimes if you just want to have your spaghetti sauce a little bit more flavorful, you can always add a spaghetti sauce mix also. So that's what I added to the water, and then I'm just shaking it up. So that way I can just let it be just a little bit more saucy. Probably it'll all blend together once it goes into the oven. But like I said, I wanted it to just be a little bit more saucy than what it was. So I'm going to cover this with some foil. And then I'm going to cook it probably for about 40-45 minutes. And then you're supposed to top this with cheese. So probably about 5 or 10 minutes before I take it out, I'll add the cheese. But when we come back, I'll let you know the exact time that I cook this on. So I will see you in a minute. Okay, guys, we just took this out of the oven, and it's still hot to the touch. And this really looks good, but now that I'm looking at it, I think I might have let it cook a little bit too long because it's not super saucy. Oh, maybe, huh? And they say you're supposed to like mix it together. Okay, it's not too bad. I might have wanted it a little bit more saucy. But, you know, me, I would improvise because I probably would just end up, I always have extra sauce on hand. So I might would just heat some up and just add it, you know, that way if I wanted it to be a little bit more liquidy than this. But this still is still mixed together good. So let's see what the rave is about. I'm just only going to grab a little bit. Yeah, I definitely would want a little bit more sauce than that. And because I didn't add, excuse me, a meat sauce, I had some meatballs that I had just cooked in the oven. Now those I would have, now looking at them, would have just wanted to simmer them in just some spaghetti sauce. That way they could absorb all of the liquid. But these are kind of hard, but it's still okay. I'll eat a little bit of this first. The cheese, please. The cheese pull, you see it's still hot. So I'm going to stand to the side because y'all talked about me eating over the food. So hold on. Okay. That's pretty good. I actually had added some Italian cheese. It's like a 6 cheese blend. Then I had added some mozzarella and provolone to this also. Like I said, I would like it a little bit more saucy. And just to be honest with you, when I cook spaghetti or any kind of sauce, I do cook it. I cook it for about an hour just so it can get the full flavor of everything. But you know, I'm following the recipe how they did it. They just poured the sauce and then the spaghetti and then the other sauce. So, you know, I'm just saying what I would do. But they actually did cook the meat sauce because they had sauteed some meat. So maybe next time when I'll make this, I'll saute some ground chicken and then add the sauce to that and then cook it like that. But this is a go. This actually did come out good. It does taste good. I just was improvising a little bit. Like I said, I just did the meatballs on the side. But this is good to go. So if you want to try it, like I said, this was a recipe off of TikTok. Look at all of that cheese. That is, oh goodness. I definitely want to add a little bit more sauce to that. But this is for people who love cheese. It's still going to be eaten. You know, we're going to go ahead and donate this. But this is good to go. I was not too sure about how the balance was going to be between the red sauce and the white sauce, but it's actually pretty good. So it's not as if you know, you're eating something that doesn't go together. So it does go together. It does blend well once it bakes. And I was kind of nervous about the noodles also, but they didn't overcook. They still have firmness to them. So this is good to go. So yeah, go ahead and try it. You know, the kids, they be looking at TikTok, so you can get them in the kitchen and help you and say, hey, I learned this recipe off of TikTok. They'll want to come in there and help you. So this is good to go. So until next time, bye.